Hello again, everyone. In today's video, it's going to be fairly short. I'm going to show you my Finger Lakes Railway collection because I was just talking online with a fellow YouTuber named Bill Mourey. I hope I pronounced that right. And he has a Finger Lakes Railway layout that he's building. And since I love anything to do with the Finger Lakes or trains, I love his channel. So I'll put a link in my description down below if you want to check out his channel and subscribe. So here is my collection. This is a Walters Trainline GP9, and I believe when Finger Lakes Railway first started, they had 3 of these. I believe they no longer are in use. They've gone through a lot of locomotives, but this one I custom made. We'll take a closer look. And this caboose was in my scrap box, and I had leftover decals, so I figured, what the heck, I'll make a fantasy Finger Lakes Railway caboose. And then from, I believe this is called Buford Shops, is a transfer caboose that Finger Lakes Railway actually has. I believe 2 of these. And Buford does make the other one. Doesn't have the nice big emblem on it though. And we'll take a closer look at that as well. Okay, so this GP9 took me about 9 months to make. Now I bought it undecorated, so it was just a light gray shell. And it took me 9 months just to try to find all the parts. And I want to make it as accurate as possible. So, you know, it took me a while to find the ditch lights of all things. But this is back, I think it was the 90s. I don't know. But, you know, I filed down all the grab irons and put real wire grab irons on. Got the Sinclair antenna, the correct snow plow, all the cables, the MU receptacle, that little red thing there. And just paint up the fuel gauge and the shutoff. And one thing I did do, this came with a winterized hatch cover on the back, and it had smaller fans, like I think set of 2. So I scraped those off. That was quite the undertaking. Same with up front here, because they had a larger fan. And this is not, you know, an award-winning model, so I made up the horn, got the flashing light. Doesn't work. This is a DC model, by the way. It's not DCC. Put on the sand filler hatches on the nose also. And you can see the little bell there on the side. And they had like little ridges on the dynamic brake. So I had to file those down and make it smooth. That was quite the undertaking. And I put in the little eyelets on the body, so when they want to remove the body, they can. And I put on, you know, wire grab irons on the back as well. All right, we'll take a look at the caboose. And I can't remember who made this caboose. It was in, like I said, I got a collection of stuff, and I believe this was a Union Pacific caboose, maybe made by, oh geez, maybe it was like American Flyer or something like that. Maybe somebody knows, you know. But I was missing the ladders. Like I said, I had no trucks. So since I had leftover decals, yeah, it's a little rough in spots, I figured, what the heck, I'll make a Finger Lakes Railway caboose. And like I said, they don't have a caboose like this. Be cool if they did. And then we have the Buford, that's how I pronounce that, this company, transfer caboose. And this thing is really nicely detailed, all that handrails and stuff. Sorry, my big finger's in the way. And I actually got this in the shop up in the Finger Lakes, they have the Windmill Farmers Market, and there was actually a train shop there at one time, and that's where I got this. It since has closed down. But it's got a very nice detail. I almost wish I bought the other one too, because you don't find a whole lot of Finger Lakes Railway stuff in HO. And I do have, Atlas is coming out with a B23-7. I have that on pre-order. That's a DCC with sound. And it'd be cool if, you know, Athearn does a line of Prime for Grime. Well, Finger Lakes Railway box sets are just beat up and it just says, you know, just has their initials on it. Lots of graffiti usually. Those would be perfect for their Prime for Grime series. Now, a few things that I have grabbed, because it kind of relates to the Finger Lakes Railway, is I'm picking up any kind of salt hopper. Of course, Watkins, so the Finger Lakes Railway delivers to Watkins Glen. And you may know that from the racetrack there. It's made the place famous. So I have 3 of these, and these are made by Atlas. And I found something interesting. You see, you got the little squares, whoops, on the side. On this one, for some reason, just this one side is printed on this side. If you turn it around, it's back over here. You can see what I'm saying, see? I don't know if that was a mistake or that actually was that way, the real car, or what. And like I said, I got a third one of these. I don't know where it is, because I have a lot of stuff I don't know where they are. But I have, let me see, I wrote this down. 3 Sterling salt cars somewhere. And like I said, I have 3 of these, and I have a Cargill covered hopper somewhere. And this is kind of interesting. I'm not sure this is in the era of when Finger Lakes Railway ran, but I just happened to buy this car at the train shop in Geneva, New York, where the Finger Lakes Railway is based out of. And I just liked it because it says Genesee and Wyoming, which is a, you know, they started in New York State. But if you look real close, if I get this, it says return to Watkins Glen when empty for salt loading. Now, when I bought that, I didn't even notice that. I was just looking at, you know, when I got it home, looked under a magnifying glass, I thought, oh, wow. So I thought that's kind of a cool little piece. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed looking at my very small collection of Finger Lakes Railway stuff. And hopefully I'll have a few more in the future. All right, we'll see you down the tracks.